Hello, my name
Hi.
is Lisa Jackson, and we are Healing of the Canoe. And today we have Stella and Robin, and we are doing our meaningful cards for tutorial for you today. So in your kit, there will be 4 cards, and we will have postage on the back where you can send it to somebody or you can hand it to somebody. And we are going to show you how to write a meaningful card. And Robin is going to go ahead and tell us how to do that. And hopefully you find somebody this Valentine's Day that you could send a really meaningful card to. So go ahead, Robin.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'm really excited to do this. This is writing a meaningful card is something that I started working on back with Lori Glover in the Healthy and Whole days. And I thought it was such a great way to express to people how much you care about them, that I thought it would be a great one to bring over to Healing of the Canoe when we started developing Healing of the Canoe. So we started making Valentine's cards for these, gosh, like 16 years ago. And it's been one of the things that I've carried with me throughout that whole time. Because sometimes, when we're sending a birthday card or something, we might just sign our name, or, we see somebody and we're, say hi, even though like in our heart, we really want to say something more like, oh my God, I'm so excited to see you. I've missed you so much. I think of you every single time. I get pizza from this place, because we used to do that. And so I think being more open with how we're actually feeling about somebody is really healing for ourselves, and it's healing for the other person. And Valentine's Day is a perfect way to do that. And when we're looking at writing a really caring message, there's a couple components to it. I know that sometimes it seems like unromantic to be like, okay, what's the checklist for writing a meaningful card? But as somebody who really likes checklists, and also somebody who's done a lot of research around emotions, I can tell you that, emotions are science, and showing people how we care about them, that's part of science. And writing a caring message can be really, really easy. I think the hardest part for us often is just the part where we feel vulnerable when we're telling somebody that, but it makes them feel so good. So I wanted to talk a little bit about these caring messages that we can send someone. I think the first part is to remember to speak from your heart. That's something that, as a Suquamish tribal member, I feel really drawn towards, that part where I'm listening to what I want to say and what are my intentions that I'm putting into this little card that can mean a lot to the person it's going to. And the second part is, let's just keep it short and sweet. It doesn't have to be a big, long pages and pages one, which I think sometimes when we see a blank space and we think we have to fill the whole thing, it gets really difficult. But that's kind of why a postcard is perfect, because it's just short and sweet. So 2 to 5 sentences. And part of what we're going to do is we're going to offer hope. We're going to offer appreciation. We're going to offer caring about somebody so that they can remember it later on. And that's one of the advantages of doing something short and sweet. So some of those examples would be, I wanted you to know that I'm thinking of you. And then I like to provide an example of what that is. So if I'm writing one to my daughter at college, I might say, Dear Kylie, last night I drove through Starbucks and it was your friend Sari who was there. And I was thinking of that time when we went out to dinner all together before the pandemic. I hope we can do that soon. I love you, Mom. Just something like that, something little that reminds you of that person. I think that especially in this time of COVID, we're really looking to find ways to connect with people that are a little bit outside of how we've done it. And we're looking for a safe way to do that. And that's one of these this is a great way to do that. And we're providing the postage, so you can just drop it in the mailbox. You could stop by the tribal center and drop it off there. Just make sure that it gets out to them some way. So another thing you could say is, I smile when I think of that time that we did this and whatever it happens to be. And let's see, I know things are really hard right now, and I'm really happy that you're in my life. You know, I saw that Facebook photo of you and your family, and you looked really nice. Those types of things. And it'll be a really nice kind of fun thing for you to write as well as for them to receive. And that's part of it, right? That's one of our cultural values is reciprocity. How do we give and receive? And it's one of the foundational pieces of Healing of the Canoe, because we were told that by elders in this community, and we want to make sure we've incorporated it in that. So even if there's a song lyric or something that you really like and that they like too, you can incorporate that. So, all right, Lisa and Stella, are we ready to write our cards so we can give our audience an example of what it is?
Yes, let's
All
do
right.
it.
Okay. How long do we think we need? A couple minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we got this. All right. All right, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, who wants to go first?
It was harder than I thought it was going to be because we were right here, and like there's some scratch outs and stuff online where I'm like wanted to go back and do it again, but I also feel like those just kind of add to, you know, the homemade touch of them, or at least that's what I'm telling myself.
It's very authentic.
Yes, that's right. All right. Anybody want to start? Stella, I'm looking at you.
Okay, I'll go. I have lots of scratches too, because this is to you, Robin, and I have so many things to say to you, but we'll keep it short and sweet.
Okay.
My dearest Robin, I was just listening to Beyonce yesterday, and all I can think about is our trip to Canada. Your friendship means so much to me that you'll make me cry. You are possibly the most beautiful woman I've ever known, inside and out, and I value everything about you. I miss you, friend.
Oh, thank you.
I should have gone first. Mine's not that great.
All right, well, get it. Let's hear what you got, Lisa.
Okay,
so not about comparison. It's about how well you make somebody feel.
Yes, it's about how we feel. Okay, so I chose this card, and so when you're writing your letter, you're going to use this section to, you know, write your thoughtful letter, and then this is where you're going to address the postcard to anybody you want, and then that's where your stamp goes. So mine says, "Dear Stella, we haven't gotten to see one another in person for a while, but your energy, both online and in person, heals my soul. I'm so thankful to be working with you on Healing of the Canoe. You're the glue that holds me together, and I'm so thankful for that. Sincerely, Lisa."
Oh, that's so nice. Now I am also feeling a little bit like, did I say enough about this? And again, I've got some chicken.
You're gonna make me cry.
No, so nice. All right, so I wrote one to Lisa, and so I used this one, of course, that she designed, and she designed it for Grandparents' Day. But I love the protection, and she's getting ready to have her baby anytime now. Yeah. Probably by the time you watch this, she will have had her baby. So I wrote, "Dear little Lisa, It's such an honor to know you. I was at your mom's baby shower when she was pregnant with you, and I got to see all of the wonderful things that our community brought for you to wear, to wrap you in, and to get to be here now and working side by side with you. I'm really honored and privileged. And you coming on board with Healing of the Canoe has changed the course and trajectory of it. And I'm really excited to get to see you shine as mother. Much love, Robin.
Yay. I love how all of ours were just so different.
Right?
Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
cool.
Oh. So I just want to remind people to, if you're like me and you might put something in your car to get ready to, or in your purse to get ready to mail, but you don't actually do that, you can also take a photo of this and text it to somebody or send them a Facebook message of those, because part of what it is getting to see your handwriting again, and that adds another personal connection to it. So just make sure it gets into somebody's hands. And it can be your kids, it can be, slide it under their door on Valentine's Day, or tuck it in a little spot where they can find it. Drop it off with, an elder. Or if you even wanted to do an anonymous one of just somebody that who has, maybe it's a next door neighbor or something like that, that you leave a little anonymous one on their porch or something like that. The importance of this one is that intentionally telling somebody how you feel, reminding them that they're connected to the community, reminding them that they're appreciated and noticed. And you don't have to only do this for Valentine's Day. You can do it any type of year or any time of the year. I mean, you can take a Post-it and take a picture of that and text it to them. And all of those little things mean a lot. So thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you. And yep, so you're gonna have your 4 cards, and you can use them however you would like. Send them to whoever you want, or text them to them, or email, or whatever works best for you. And we hope that Healing of the Canoe is bringing you some fun and joy this February, and we will be talking to you guys soon. So thank you.
Thank you. Hoi.
Bye.